Fun facts about my dandies. World Doc and their stories being changed quite a lot. Originally, Ellie was supposed to be able to speak and just act stupid because she doesn't like having responsibility. I planned for her to be actually pretending to struggle to speak, but I didn't like that, so I changed her and she's now the well-known Ellie that's actually mute. And if I didn't change that, she would be good to point zero, but pretending to be dumber so that she wouldn't have much responsibility. Also, Emilia wouldn't actually exist if I didn't change Ellie. Also, speaking of Emilia, did you know that Cleo was originally gonna be evil? With Emilia, she would be working for him since she sees him as her god after she was pushed off and was killed by Ellie. BC Cleo would be the one who's revive Emilia and be half-twisted who still can control themselves. And that's why this art I made exist of me jokingly shipping them together. The community post I made is still available, but Cleo is still canonly emotionless. He doesn't understand how emotions works, and he doesn't feel pain, although I don't ship them anymore. And also, instead of Cleo now, Darus is the one who revived Emilia from the dead after the incident. Yes, she sees him as her god. Basically, Darus took Cleo's place. Since he is perfect, it fits him more, considering he is manipulative and controlling. Also, if I added a new character, it means I am trying to expand my characters. Or take Momo for an example. I have created a new character, but this certain character helps her around during her mission, is a police veteran and knows more about her besides being a spy. Also, this is more a sad fact between Hammy and Cleo in their storyline. Before her mom abandoned her in the forest, Cleo was forced to take care of Hammy, because when Hammy is found by the police, a note was actually slipped into Hammy's clothes that had her mother's note asking Cleo to take care of her, which has at first made Cleo mad towards her mom, since his purpose was now to take care of his creator's child. But don't worry, he grew close to Hammy and sees her as his younger sister or his niece. Yes, Hammy's mother created Cleo, but not the way you think. It's kinda hard for me to explain. It's called a vessel. A vessel is basically a stuffed toy filled with mixed dead twisteds inside their body. That's why he doesn't know how emotions works, since his true form is nothing but a lump of dead twisted Zycor. Hammy's mother created him for the sole purpose to help her collect Zycor. Even though I didn't made much animation about Hammy's mother, she has a bigger role in Hammy and Cleo's story. Hammy's mother is a Zycor collector. She helps tune handlers make their tunes. That's why she knows how to make her own tune. She's the first tune that was never shown to the public and never made an appearance in the show, since her whole purpose is to help tune handlers make their tunes. Anyways, let's move on, since some people haven't noticed about these three. Yes, both of them are Filipinos. Lottie and Lato is more fluent in speaking in English, while Tabu still struggles to speak English without accidentally slipping some Tagalog words. Also, Tabu isn't original gonna be orange, but I changed his color to appear more vibrant. Here's the objects they're based off. Some people who view my post might know this, but some don't. But Darus dated Sharpina before, but Sharpina had to broke up with him because of him being way abusive towards her whenever no one is around. He shows his true colors to her. But don't worry, she's safe now, because Dr. Moo was actually the one who convinced her to break up with him because he had known Darus on how he mistreats her. Sharpina and Dr. Moo are currently in a platonic relationship. Yes, this is canon. Carson, and the upcoming new character that I made is the only one who truly knows her background info and her real identity, since she revealed herself to them and she trusts them more than anyone else. Also, Blooming doesn't really like dogs because she's actually scared of them, but Peko was given to her by the Garden View crew to cheer her up after she sold to them by her original creator. She feels bad about Peko, so she instead kept him, and she doesn't show much affection to him, but she sees him as another responsibility to be taken care of. But Peko, on the other hand, he loves her. He sees her as a good owner, and he would cry for her if she's gone for a long time. He deeply loves her, but Blooming doesn't. But last but not the least, did you know that Francis would actually be in love with Ellie instead of him having a dead wife? Yes, you heard that right. Before I have lots of dandies world. Francis would instead have feelings for Ellie and actually be obsessed with her. But I also changed it. He instead have a wife now, but she's dead. I have to change that since Ellie is already in love with Glisten, and I didn't really like the first idea. Even now, if they're shipped together, it wouldn't work out since he doesn't want to date anyone since his way to loyal to his wife.
That's all. This took a while to make. Time for me to make an animation now and play fish.